Hello and welcome to It's Only Electric. Today it's time to test the range and consumption, but also the charging curve of the newly arrived NIO ET5. This is the mid-size sedan from NIO, freshly arrived in Europe. I have been charging the car during the night, so it's 100% charged and ready. And by the way, this is the slowest charge port available on the market, but it looks good. So 100% state of charge, a range of 456 kilometers. This is the small battery pack of 75 kilowatt hours of gross capacity, around 70 in net. Just have a look at the, so as you see, I have lost 1 kilometer, so 100% state of charge, 455 kilometers of range. I'm gonna set the temperature in the cabin to 20 degrees auto and drive on eco mode, always eco mode. So when arriving at the NIO charge station, we're gonna try the NIO chargers and try the charging curve for the NIO ET5. I've just started the trip, 100% state of charge, 456 kilometers of WLTP range stated. So let's see about that. It's 4 degrees Celsius outside, the sun is shining, the roads are dry, the car is driving on 19-inch Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5 studless Scandinavian tires, friction tires, so it's kind of a winter tire. Tire size 245/45 all around. And this is going to take me at least 6 or 7 hours. So I'm not planning to do this all by myself. So I'm actually going to pick up my brother now on the way. So he will join me shortly, because it is a bit too boring to do this kind of tests alone. Hopefully he will add some flavor to the trip. Let's see about that. Maybe he has some jokes to tell us, or who knows. One interesting thing that I just noticed is that I'm running the regen on the highest mode, and when the battery is fully charged, there is almost no regen at all, and that means that there is no top buffer on the battery available. So when it is 100% charged, it is utilizing the whole 75 kilowatt hours of battery pack. So no top buffer. I'm not traveling alone anymore. I have picked up my brother, and like two Muppets, we are both wearing sunglasses and almost the same shirts. It's not by purpose, it just happened. So probably you can have a laugh at us now. Current status, we have been driving 124 kilometers. We have a state of charge of 67%. That translates into a WLTP range of 307 kilometers. So let's see how that goes. Consumption seems to be 182 watt hours per kilometer, so still a bit high, but it is going down. So hopefully we will achieve a consumption under 170 watt hours per kilometer. Otherwise this will be a hard trip to finalize. So we're taking it a bit easy, but trying to stay just below the speed limits.
What would a car without any gas be called in Madagascar?
A car without gas in Madagascar.
What would be called?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know.
Autogas car.
Autogas car?
Yes.
Madagascar autogas car, yeah?
Yeah.
Makes sense. As we don't know the exact possible range with this car, we have been planning for two different routes, two different options. The first one, the longest one, is 430 kilometers of total distance. The second route is just around 380, and I think 380 is possible to do.
Yep.
Yeah, so we will try to go for the long route. Hopefully it's possible. The long route has 295 kilometers left, and the GOM or the WLTP range says 302 kilometers. So if we can keep to the WLTP consumption, we will be able to finish and finalize the long route of 430 kilometers. Then hopefully we have energy left to spin around the charger before plug it in to see and to maximize the use of the battery and the range. So let's see about that. We will update the status during the go. Status update. We have put 200 kilometers behind us, 49% state of charge. The WLTP range that's left seems to be 219 kilometers. We are not able to take the long route, so we are changing to the short route, and we have approximately 185 or 190 kilometers left. So we have very small margin, but I think that will be possible. And then that's a range of 380 kilometers. Hopefully we still have some juice left when we arrive. But let's see.
One more?
Yeah, one more. Hit me.
What did Harry Potter say as his car ran out of gas?
Harry Potter. He's talking like English with an English accent. What did Harry Potter say when his car ran out of gas? Whoa, I take my flying stick instead. No?
No. Expecto petroleum.
So that's a sorcery. Expecto petroleum.
It's gas car.
So it's dad jokes focusing on cars, it seems like. Yeah. We have been traveling 240 kilometers. We have 40% state of charge left, 177 kilometers of WLTP range left. We have spent 93% of the energy on driving, 2% on driver assist systems, and 2% on climate control. And then there's 0 on battery heating and 3% on miscellaneous other things. I don't know what that part is actually, but that's a good breakdown. So it seems like if we turn off all the drive assist systems, we should actually save 2%. So 2% on 450 kilometers of WLTP is, or let's say 10 kilometers of extra range if you turn off the assistance systems. Yeah. Maybe. That's good to know. So maybe we should turn them off. Because we're not driving on autopilot anyway, but it keeps us in the lane, etc.
What do a man with diarrhea and electric car owner have in common?
A man with diarrhea in common with an electric car. Ooh.
Yes. The owner of an electric car.
The owner of an electric car.
Yes. What do they have in common?
Both needs to stop very often.
It's close.
Almost.
They both hope to make it home.
Yeah, yeah, that's almost the same. Yeah, but that's good. That's what we're trying now. Status update. We have soon been traveling 300 kilometers. To be exact, 295 kilometers left behind us. We have a 26% state of charge, 113 kilometers left according to the WLTP cycle. On the trip we have 88 kilometers to the charging station. We will not be able to achieve the WLTP range, doesn't look like that, but we will probably need to take an extra small trip before charging when we arrive to the charging area or charging station. Let's see about the consumption. We are averaging around 165 watt hours per kilometer, so that's a decent consumption. We have consumed almost 52 kilowatt hours. So let's say that 52 kilowatt hours is 74% of the battery capacity. So according to the calculation, and when looking at the consumption, the total consumed energy and the percentage left, it seems to have a net capacity just above 70 kilowatt hours. probably 70 and a half.
I walked into an electric car dealership. Do you know what I asked them?
You walked into an electric car dealership. What did you ask them? Do you have any cars for sale? No.
How much do you charge?
We are reaching the charging destination. 1% left, 4 kilometers of range. We have 3 kilometers left. The car states that you won't be able to reach the destination, but we obviously, hopefully are. So 2.8 kilometers left, 3 kilometers in range. So 1% in state of charge, 0% in state of charge. Still plenty of power, but zero always gets you a bit nervous. It's close now, but the car still feels good. Maybe we should turn off the AC.
Do you know what the new electric car is called from Germany?
New electric car, what is called from Germany? Ooh. It's easy. I don't know.
Volkswagen.
But that's actually a good brand name. So yeah, so Volkswagen should actually rename their brand to Volkswagen. So currently we have traveled 398.3 kilometers. So we will hit 400 kilometers on one full charge if we reach the station. I'm actually getting a little bit stressed, but I hope we have a little bit of a buffer. Of course, there is a buffer. Would be insane otherwise.
Yeah.
But you never know. So we're gonna charge at NIO's own charge station. It is 180 kilowatt stations. So it will probably provide us the best possible charging capability, and the charger is actually over there. So now we can see the swap station at the left. So we are getting close. 2 kilometers of range, 700 meters left to the destination charger, or to the charger. So this is right on the margin. We arrived a bit too early, so we took one small extra loop to make sure to drive it down even a bit further. So now we are at the charging area. The interesting thing is that the car doesn't say anything about low stage of charge, and it feels just normal. So we have some capacity left. Probably it's possible to crank out 10 more kilometers without any problem. Yes. It's 4 charging stations here. And it seems like we managed to arrive without depleting the battery completely. So let's see. So we have 0% state of charge, and since the consumption tripometer is reset, we consumed 2.9 plus 67.3. So we have consumed 70.2 kilowatt hours. So that's the net capacity of the NIO ET5, the small battery pack. So 75 kilowatt hours of gross capacity gives us 70.2 kilowatt hours of usable net capacity. And of course, probably some heat loss, etc. So it's probably a bit bigger, maybe close to 71 kilowatt hours. But all in all, that gives us a range exactly 400.1 kilometers on one charge. That's not the WLTP range. It's a bit far from it, but It is 4 degrees outside, so consider this as a light winter test.
Yeah.
This is the NIO's own charging station. It's time to swap in. This is the first time we try this, and apparently first plug it in. CCS charger. The charger should have a maximum capacity of 180 kilowatts. And I'm using the NIO application to scan a QR code, and now I get a message which says start the charging with the NIO app. I press start. It loads. Will it work? No sound yet, still blinking. Oh, it's cold outside. Now something is happening. The fans are going. Sounds like a drone. No, it's charging. Let's see. 1 hour and 9 minutes. So now we're going to document the charging sequence. I'm going to start the timer. 99 kilowatts of peak power for the moment. 249 amps. So it actually says both amps and kilowatts on the screen. Maybe we should jump in, it's cold. Does the screen say anything? Charge 1.1 kilowatts. State of charge 1%. There's a small 5 there. Oh. 2%. 249 current amperage. Doesn't say anything about the kilowatts here. Requested current, okay. 100 kilowatts. Let's see if it ramps up. We didn't use any preheating of the battery because we didn't tell the car to preheat, just to preserve some energy.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Numi. It's cold outside. It's time to summarize this video. We achieved a range of 400 kilometers on a 100% charge. We drove it down to 0%. 1 kilometer left in range when we arrived to the charger. So that's 88% of the stated WLTP range in mild winter driving. So that means that you will probably be able to achieve and maybe even surpass the WLTP during summer in temperatures about 20 degrees and dry roads. So that's a pretty good and decent result. And when it comes to charging, earlier we have tried battery swapping technology 2 times with the NIO ET7. So this time we preferred testing the charge curve and actually on NIO's own charging stations. And we charged the car from 0 to 70% in exactly 30 minutes. So that's what you can expect. We didn't preheat the battery, so you can probably expect some higher speeds on low state of charge. The maximum rate we saw was 103 kilowatts as a peak charging power, and it started to taper down at 63%. So 250 amps and 103 kilowatts was the maximum speed. Then it quickly tapers down from 63% and above. And here you can see the whole graph of the charging curve from 0 to 100%, just so you know how the car behaves. This is what you can expect when it comes to range and charging your NIO ET5 with the 75 kilowatt hours battery pack, the small battery pack, during mild winter. So after leaving the station and charging the car to 100%, we just discovered that one charger with 2 outlets has a peak power of 180 kilowatts, but the limit is set to 250 amps per charger. That means that you can only output 100 kilowatts during peak charge. And that's why we didn't achieve higher charge rates, because this car could or should at least be able to peak at 130 kilowatts. So that's a bit disappointing that NIO's own chargers doesn't support their car's maximum charge speed. So that's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the content. It will really help me to create more content like this, hopefully again with my brother. And as always, don't forget to stay electric. Thank you for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye.